It's Memorial Day, and what is Adam doing? Taking time out of his day off to make his video for his league. Now, next week, probably won't be making a video because my ass is going to be in Ireland. So, you might have to deal with it not getting it next week. But maybe I'll make one in Ireland. I don't know. Do I care that much about you guys? No. Do I care about the integrity of the league? Yes, I do. Alex, talking to you. Probably won't even watch this, actually. Because you still have Hunter Pence on your disabled list. I'm just saying, guy's like 2 for 3, has, I think, 3 RBIs, a couple runs scored against the Brewers right now. So, anyway, let's talk about last week. What happened last week? There's a lot of blowouts last week, actually. A lot changed in the league last week. A lot changed. So we'll start with me versus Firkins. Firkins kicked my ass. My bats are silent. Luckily, my pitching did something, which is very odd for my pitching. Because my pitching, it's, how do you say, irrelevant. But Firkins, on the other hand, I mean, you didn't have the greatest week. You would have played anybody else. You probably would have got beat, but you done whooped my ass. So that's all that matters. Went 9-2. And you're tied for the biggest lead in the week. That's how many blowouts there were. Next, we go down to Dave and Tim. Another blowout. Hence, may I say, upset? Yes, upset. Tim made Dave look like an old priest pedophile that got caught red-handed. Like Jerry Sandusky, except for it got caught more frequently. No. Got caught sooner and came onto the public eye sooner. There, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, Tim made Jerry look like a big dummy, and Tim's team went in. 14 home runs, 55 ribbies. Whew. Tim pretty much would have beat anybody last week, and a lot. Yeah. Tim arguably had one of the best weeks last week. I don't know about you guys, but it feels like the entire league, everybody's bat has went silent. Maybe that's just me. So anyway, Tim helped me out by beating Dave 9-2, keeping Dave within my reach. So that's nice. And now I play Dave this week, so woo doggy. Can I repay Tim? Don't know. Anyway, then we go to game of the week. Caleb versus Alex. And how do I know Alex doesn't look at the league besides the fact that he has Hunter Pence on his disabled list still? He didn't even vote for himself. Anybody that looks at the league, I mean, I get it. Sometimes you guys look at it and go, fuck it, I don't want to vote. I'm just going to watch my team. That's fine. But when you see your name posted up in lights and it's like, hey, your game of the week, who's going to win? You or the person you're playing? In this case, it was Caleb. Alex decided, you know what, I'm not sure, to the point of where I don't want to vote. Hence, I don't look at my team. Alex walks on thin ice right now, man. Don't like the fact that you gave up last month or year. Now you're giving up again. So if you watch this tape, watch yourself, boy. Because you done lost again. Could be making moves to make your team better. It's a keeper league. It's not a year-to-year league. It's a keeper league. We trade draft picks. Okay? You can do that. I've done that 2 years in a row. Anyway, Caleb had a good week. Not in pitching. Wow, a 5.5 ERA. Ugh, that's gross. But he did beat Alex, which he's pretty lucky that he played Alex last week because a lot of other teams would have beat him. So, touche. You guys are lucky to have Alex in your league because he doesn't watch his team. It's like almost having just a 9-man league right now. We have, I would say, about 7 guys that are always watching it. I'd say 8 or 9. I'd say everybody right now is pretty much watching it, which I love. That's all I want from you guys. Watch your team, make moves. I mean, I'm going to talk shit if you're not that good, but let's be honest, you guys do the same thing if you're in my position too, okay? Next, Travis and Seguin tied. Seguin's about this tying thing. He just can't get out in front of anybody. He's just like, man, I don't know about winning yet. Not sure. Long season. I think I'm just going to hang out in medium range, right? So Travis, anyway, didn't have a good week either. I mean, meh. meh, meh, meh. Anyway, tied. I don't even know. I look at this like, well, that's that. I guess you tied. Seguin can't make a push for first or anything like that. I mean, Seguin's had 2 opportune weeks in a row to make a push. Played Mason last week, I think. Like they got close to tying again, and then he played Travis this week and pretty much tied. So, I mean, I think the whole point is to win, right? I think that's the point of the league, is to win it. But Seguin's scared. Seguin's at church all the time. He's always just praying that, maybe he's like, oh, maybe I just don't look at my team, maybe I'll win. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And then Chad got wrecked by Mason to the point where Mason got above 500. Another upset, I would call. I would call this an upset. Absolutely. Mason, Chad, Mason. You made it to the championship last year, and you got blown out 0-11. 0-11-0 on top of that. You didn't even tie anything, just 0-11-0. You got blown out, and you've just let that roll. You beat my ass last week, and you got your ass handed to this week. You just can't get consecutive weeks. You got to do that. That's what champions are made of. All right. So anyway, Perkins, Tim, and Mason all get Climbing the Power Rankings award, and everybody you guys played, including myself, Chad, and David, get the We Suck Dick Last Week award. So, well, what do we got going on this week? Well, let me tell you. Got Dave and I. Okay? It's a big matchup in the Hank Aaron division. Big matchup. Everybody's within a game and a half in that division. Then we got Travis and Tim. I'd say that's just an old rivalry battle. Off to hot starts, mind you. Wow. Travis has 3 home runs today with 8 RBIs, batting .363. Tim, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, a whopping 172. That's just, who do you like your team consistent of? Like Chris Davis and who else is? Who's that fat big dumb idiot that plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Wow. It's just gone from me right now. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. The guy that hits a bunch of home runs. Anyway. And we got Firkins and Mason. Can Mason continue that hot streak to knock Firkins off? And we got Seguin and Alex. Seguin will beat the shell out of Alex because everybody does. And then you got Chad and Caleb. Another big matchup. Big matchup. All right. Who's game of the week? Adam? Good question. Who is game of the week? I'm going to go with Firkins and Mason because they both had astounding weeks last week. And we'll see who's going to continue it this week, who's for real and who's just a big bitch. Both you guys are kind of bitches, but that's fine. That's none of my business, right? So what do we got? Travis leading the league. Travis also winning the Ricky Henderson by 4 games over Mason, 5.5 over Seguin. Firkins, number 2 in the league, made a couple big leagues here the past couple weeks. Half game up on Caleb, 6.5 on Chad, and then 21.5 on Alex, who gave up and will not watch this video. And then Dave, who's winning the Hank Aaron division. Half game up on Tim and 1.5 on me. Who doggy? Got some close races right now, guys. Close races. And then in the order of Caleb, Tim, Mason, myself, Seguin, Chad, and Alex. Fun fact. Only 2 teams in the league right now have losing records. One of them is Manchild, who's a whopping 273 winning percentage right now. And then Chad, who is 468, so just below 500. Wow. Crazy. That's how big those upsets were last week. So anyway, guys, that's that. I don't really know what else to tell you. Try to get up the power rankings here within the week. That's that, you fucking guys. Huh? Have a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to go to a place where I can eat as much crab till I throw up. And then I don't know. Maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be in Ireland getting all sorts of drunk on cliffs and, I don't know, meeting Irish. Oh, bye.